So another foundry car, now I'm sitting in a traffic jam, and that brings me to the point, what would I recommend if you're going from work to home and from home to work to travel as in a forensic situation? You're traveling and you try to get there as soon as possible and also have the convenience that you are needing. So in my opinion, a car has a lot of pros versus a motorcycle, being that you're sheltered, you're very safe, you're also in a little bit of a protective cage, you can take a lot of stuff with you, and you're shielded from the rain. Also when you step out of your car, you just have to click your key button and it's closed. Whereas with a motorcycle you have to get down and also get the keys of the locks in place. So it takes a little bit more time. And once you get off of your motorcycle, you also have to oftentimes get into different type of clothes, because you are driving with protective clothes and gloves, a helmet. And the same is also the other way around. When you get on the motorcycle, you have to gear up. So that results that you have to put stuff on or off you 4 times a day, and you have to lock or unlock your vehicle with chains, etc. Also, oftentimes 4 times a day, if you cannot store the motorcycle inside of a garage, for example. But even when you do, oftentimes an insurance company would demand that you still lock it there as well. So please keep it into consideration. So if it's bad weather, you will also get soaked a lot more. That makes it harder. If it's very good weather, you get very hot, especially because you have all the protective clothing, and if you cannot drive as fast as possible to cool you down. So those are the facts that are describing the motorcycle car dynamic in favor of the car, but there are also things to take into consideration in favor of the motorcycle. One being, motorcycles are often cheaper than cars. There's not that much of a difference for many enthusiasts, but if you look at the performance that you're getting with a motorcycle of 20,000 euros, you will be in the range of a car that costs 5 times that much, is also performance based, oftentimes even significantly faster, because motorcycles are so light and quite powerful for their weight. Another thing to consider is that the motorcycles oftentimes, if not always, rear wheel drive, and you only have 2 patches that are contacting the road, which gives you less drag and thereby oftentimes better fuel economy. Also because they are so light, but also those contact patches are easier disturbed. For example, a little bit of oil on the road and then you get catapulted into something. Especially because you don't have a cage, protective cage around you. You are the cage. You only have your helmet and your protective gear to do some damage control. So that's a big difference as well. But I was talking about the benefits of motorcycle driving, and the benefits is that it's cheaper to enter. So you, even with a few thousand euros, you can buy a new motorcycle that is not very powerful, not very capable, but will be very cheap and also frugal. And the very frugal motorcycle will keep the costs down as well. Also, maintenance on motorcycles is often cheaper than that of cars. Mostly it is, also because it's easier to access, less complex, and also less to be done, of course. And another thing is that you will be there faster in many situations, especially if the roads are blocked. So you have traffic jams with a motorcycle, you can just weave through them. Also when there is there's a stop or something is, they are building something, or there is it's hard that you have to go partly over another road. For example, one road is closed because they do some maintenance. The motorcycle can easily squeeze in. also with parking, motorcycle can always be parked, so to say. And a motorcycle can often also be parked free of charge, which is a big benefit as well, of course. So that will save you cost again. A motorcycle can only seat 2 people, car oftentimes more, so for your own purpose, when you're not driving for work, oftentimes motorcycles are not that well suited for family life at least. But if you're alone or you're a couple, you can still manage to put 2 people on a motorcycle. You see in some other countries, for example India, that they have entire families on motorcycles. So a lot of things can be done, but it's also not safe, and it's not made to do that. Motorcycles can be a lot of fun because you feel a lot more engaged, you're more part of your environment, you will feel the wind engaging with you, also the forces, the friction with the air, and you will also go into corners like this, you will dive into corners, you will lay a lot more flat than you will do with your car. If you're doing it right, at least. And that makes it really engaging and really more an experience. Also your mind will be turned off for external things, so you can really shut them down and really be in the here and now with a motorcycle a lot more, which is a benefit. The drawback is that if you need to do something while driving, a car will be far more suited. You can even have a laptop close by. You can easier stop and just look at your laptop or your phone and do something, have some text messages, than when you have to do it on a motorcycle. They have some gloves that are touchpad friendly, so that you can use them on your phone or whatever. So there are some improvements also on the motorcycle department. Hope this short analysis will help you decide. Perhaps you can have both, then you have the best of both worlds. But perhaps you also are looking, should I go one direction or the other? And I have a driving license of both, and I'm an enthusiast of both. So I hope this really helps. For me, the choice was, because I'm also a family man, to get rid of the motorcycle and get a convertible. So now I have an Abarth 595C, so it's convertible, you still have the air influences. And you can share it with your family because it seats 4, even my children, which are quite big for their age. And you can still sit in there. I can even sit behind myself. It is not comfortable for my legs that much, but the headroom is still okay. Even with the roof closed, you will just touch it a little bit, but it's not a big deal. This is different than, for example, a 911. And the Abarth gives you a lot of nice experience, but that you can also share with your family. It's a lot more practical, but will not be as fast. So I'm still, I started this video because I was in a traffic jam, and I'm still in a traffic jam. So would I be on a motorcycle, I would be long gone and would just interweave between everything and be done with it, which you cannot do with a car because you're not allowed to. Your car is far too wide and not capable of doing so. If you're look at motorcycles and you want to have as much practicality as possible, you could look at a Grand Tourer type of motorcycle because they have quite a lot of luggage capacity. But the easier bet, and in my opinion even better, would be a motorcycle scooter, a maxi scooter. They have a scooter that's quite capable and powerful, that can even handle the highway quite easily, even with 2 passengers. It has a lot of storage room beneath the saddle. It's automatic, so easy shifting. You don't have to do anything in that department, and it still protects you quite well against the elements. Hope this helps. Foundering Car out.